Fight fans, fight fans, fight fans. This is Kurt DeVille with Counter Punch Boxing News. And of course, I have some new news concerning Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. You know, I am extraordinarily surprised at Tyson Fury. You know, I'm thinking this guy is going to gas out, punch himself out. I figured he was going to do exactly what he was going to do, but only for so long. Okay. The fight was like, great. You know, he's jabbing, he's moving, he's pivoting, he's turning, he's dipping, you know, he's feinting profusely. Wilder didn't know what to do. Every time Wilder would try something, it wouldn't work. And you could see it was just so like jab, jab, right, jab, jab, right. He did that for 4 rounds. Fury did what he wanted to do. You know what I mean? And it was like, damn, look at this. You know, and in Fury is such a big, awkward guy, and he's quick to be 260 freaking pounds, right? Watching a guy that flabby, moving like that, looking at that object, looking at a guy that's built like that doesn't supposed to move that fast. You know what I'm saying? And Wilder didn't have anything for it, but Wilder waited, and he waited. You know, comes the 5th round, the 6th round, the 7th round. You know, comes the 8th. Now, the 8th round, mind you, Wilder caught him with a weird punch, and I was looking for the punch, and I'm going to load it on my Facebook fan page, Counter Punch Boxing News. I got a lot of fun stuff on there. You guys got to check it out, but, you know, I'm going to load it there to show you guys, like, I didn't see the punch. It landed, like, kind of behind the ear, kind of, like this area. I'm not sure where it really landed, but it was one of those things where it clipped him and it caught him and he went down, but he was smart. Fury's a smart, clever dude, man. He's very, very clever. He took the 8 count. He got up. He bullshitted the ref. You know, Tyson Fury knows how to win. He definitely doesn't know how to lose. You know what I mean? And he got up, and not only then, you know, of course, Wilder, that's when he gets wild. But the problem is, just like I told you what Floyd did to Pacquiao, Tyson did to Deontay. He tied his ass up. Anytime when Wilder tried to get aggressive, he tied his ass up and held him close until he broke. And that tired Wilder out. Wilder past 9, because after that knockdown, he was dumbfounded. He didn't know what to do. He was getting tired, and he was getting caught with like great right hands. And then Wilder does this kind of Islandi Lara-like defense where he just puts his mitts up. He puts them straight up. And Fury started punching around the guard. You know what I mean? And it was brilliant. So Tyson touched him, but when he got knocked down, he got a little bit aggressive. The 9th round, he picked up the pace a little bit. He caught Wilder with punches. Wilder, he's punching between the guard. Okay? Wilder has no head movement. I'm surprised why nobody ain't knocked him the hell out. Thank God for his power. Because if he didn't have power, Wilder would have been out. And then now I'm really questioning Wilder's chin. But maybe people are underrating Tyson Fury's punching power. Because a lot of his punches, he flicked it out there. He did it to connect. That's boxing. You know what I mean? He almost fought a perfect fight, except for maybe 3 punches. But it only takes 1. But obviously it took more than that, because in the 12th round, because the 11th round was all Fury. So it was like, to me, it was Fury, like Floyd Mayweather said it best. It was 1 through 5, Fury. And if Deontay don't find nothing and don't find to do and try to find something else to do besides throw that left, the jab and the right hand, he's going to lose this fight. And that was that. Wilder started throwing the left hook. He started that in the 6th round, but it's like he forgot about it. It's like, I guess he forgot all about it, you know, and I guess he decided, well, that might work, you know, Tyson Fury, he went into southpaw stance for a little bit. Very confusing, got to figure out. You know what I mean? And the 11th round, okay, all Fury. Fury was just teeing off, landing shots. He started to sit down on his punches a lot of times. He was getting brave, okay? Then the 12th and final round, Deontay caught him with a right. But Fury caught him with a straight left and a right first. You know, and so they basically traded punches. And then Deontay threw he stood that single jab, the right hand, it landed because he was too close to Deontay at that time. He caught him. Then he followed it with a left hook as he was going down. Added insult to injury. Boom. Fury flat on his back. So I'm like, shit, it's over. He done it. He knocked this guy out in the 12th round. Fury takes 2-3 deep breaths, and you see him. He looks up at the ceiling. He gets off that canvas. He gets up on 9. He gets up. He bullshitted the ref. He puts his hands on his shoulders. They say, walk over there. He does this little dance. He tips over because he knew it was still kind of out of it, but he took the appropriate time, just like he did the first knockdown. And when Deontay came at him, Deontay was too wide open. Fury caught him with beautiful, perfect punches that buckled Deontay. Now I got to give it to Deontay. He got some kind of, he don't have the best chin. But one thing, people talk about them skinny ass chicken legs, but I can tell you this, those skinny ass chicken legs keep him from falling. You know, he hadn't been down with those type of punches that he took, and he didn't supposed to take those type of punches. But Fury figured out, if Deontay hurts you, he's going to come at you, but he also leaves himself vulnerable. Okay? Fury wins the rest of the round. Of course, climbs up on that ring. And I know that stand on the corner of that ring after the 12th round was a moment of relief. It was a moment of victory, even though the scorecards wasn't even called yet. Think about this, where this guy's come from. 3 years from not fighting, abusing your body, inner demons and mental problems and all types of other fuckery, okay? He's done it. So this is a resurrection of a guy. This is like a freaking Rocky movie. That's what we saw tonight, the people that saw it. And I got to take my hat off to Tyson Fury. You know, Deontay Wilder showed he had power, of course, but he also showed that he still stayed in there. He was frustrated at times. He still stayed in there to land that punch. And that's the shit that saved him. If it wasn't for the 12th round, Deontay Wilder would have lost this fight, and that belt, the WBC, would have went back to England. And, of course, these guys bled mad respect for each other, hugs and kisses and all this. And Wilder knew. But Wilder, you know, of course, him being him, to save face, I thought I won with the knockdowns. He wasn't in control. I felt I was in control. I gave out just as much as he did. He needs to watch that shit again, him and his coaches, or his so-called coaches. They need to watch that shit again, run it back, because he did not. He was losing every round except the rounds that he lost in. Now, the thing that got me, the first scorecard, was like 115 to 110 for Wilder. I'm like, wait a minute. Well, all right. Then the other one was equal to Tyson Fury, and the other one was a draw. So no one really loses anything. There's definitely going to be a rematch. So that tells you something definite, that there will be no Joshua versus Deontay Wilder in April unless Tyson Fury doesn't want to give him the rematch. You know what I mean? That would be the only reason that fight will end up happening. But that's a whole nother story. Okay? And to touch briefly on that, everyone dissed Joshua. You know, not really Deontay. Fury, you're a chicken. Where are you? You know, calling him out, being Tyson Fury. But the fight was a typical Tyson Fury fight with the hints of a Deontay Wilder fight. So both of these guys showed what they are the best in and showed what they are the worst in. You know, that's how I take it, because Wilder has a lot to learn. The shit he was doing, he did a damn hammer fist one time. I'm like, what are you doing? And his eyes started to swell, and I always thought this to you guys, that Wilder swells easy, and then that eye was bothering him. That left eye, it was bothering him big time. And that was from those punches behind the guard and through the guard that Fury was landing. So man, it was a good fight. It's best that it ended in a draw. I honestly think that Fury did enough to win, but I can understand it being a draw because you got the lineal champion over here. You can't really call him a loser because he didn't lose. He didn't lose this fight. And Deontay Wilder did enough for you to argue that he won with the knockdowns. Because I was in a mixed crowd where I saw the fight. And a lot of people said, well, with the knockdowns, I think he won. You know what I'm saying? But I know that's bullshit because it's 10 rounds to 2. And the 2 rounds are two 10-8 rounds, nothing more. I could give Deontay Wilder any other rounds. Maybe the first, maybe. But it wasn't enough action in the first to really decipher a winner of the first round. So, anyway, that's my recap of the fight. Of course, you guys, please subscribe. And you guys been counterpunched. Peace.